ride with Holly. Here we go. I'm excited. I just pulled into the grocery store and I'm a complete nerd that loves to grocery shop. Today I'm doing one of my favorite summer starters, I'm gonna say, mozzarella kebabs. Really easy. I'm gonna pair it with an Aperol Spritz, which is an Italian beautiful summer drink, and you need 4 ingredients for these little mozzarella kebabs, which makes them great. And a lot of times we're at these pool parties or cookouts in your backyard and it's hot and you just want like a little bite. You need cherry tomatoes, you need fresh mozzarella, you need basil, and a balsamic drizzle, which you can find at any grocery store. Let's get started. This recipe is meant to be, I'm not even in the store. Basil. My grandpa Sam literally grew basil all over his yard, so we always did a ton of recipes with basil. So you do basil first, and then you stick your little piece of mozzarella, and then you put your cherry tomato. And it's almost like your tomato's wearing a hat. They're super cute and super easy. The kids can make these with you. It's one of those recipes. It's kind of, I mean, you can't mess it up, is the reality. And nothing really needs chopped because I feel like you want it to almost have that sort of Italian rustic vibe. And then once you drizzle it with the balsamic, it ends up looking really fancy, which is the beauty of this dish. And I'm telling you, you can prepare these a day ahead of time. Just saran wrap it and make sure you refrigerate it so that your basil doesn't wilt. And I have so much basil growing everywhere that you can just pull these leaves like off of your own plants in your yard. In his yard, we would literally go out back and pull basil, and we put it on everything, from our pasta to our pizza to these little guys that we're making today. So you make them up like that. And once you have them on your platter, you just take the drizzle, and the drizzle's thicker, so when you do it, you can kind of get all artsy like that, and you look like you're this rock star chef. Okay, next we're gonna make our drink that I think pairs great with this as a starter. It's an Aperol Spritz, as I mentioned, and so all you need for this is Prosecco, Aperol, soda water, and an orange. So you're gonna take an orange and you just wanna cut the peel because you're looking for the oils from the orange peel to flavor your drink, basically. So you could utilize your orange, you're not gonna waste anything, cut it up in wedges and use it. Eat the orange. Eat the orange. You're gonna rub the rim of your glass with the orange, and this is gonna flavor your drink. You could literally smell it, it's awesome. So I'm gonna do these on 2 champagne glasses. And nothing has to match. That's the other thing. I feel like everyone, gets all bent out of shape about these glasses don't match. It's okay. I think having pieces and parts is kind of fun. The first layer of this drink is Aperol. So we're gonna put some of that on the bottom. And this is what gives it its beautiful color, as you can see. So that goes in first. Then our Prosecco. The great thing about Prosecco, and you can ask my Uncle Marco, it's a dry champagne. It's extremely affordable. This is not expensive. I think I got this bottle for like $12, and it's delicious. I kid you not. So you're gonna go almost to the top with your champagne, and then we're just gonna top it off with a little bit of soda for more bubbles. So just like that. And then soda water, and there's your Aperol Spritz. How beautiful are these? Cheers. Corn on the cob salsa, who knew? Well, I'm thinking, coming off of 4th of July, that and there's gonna be a lot of cookouts where you're making corn on the cob. And we always have leftovers, and it's such a sin to end up throwing it away. How many times have you wrapped it up in your fridge and then no one eats it? So shuck the corn and make some salsa with it. And this could either be an appetizer, or this can end up being a garnish for grilled meat or fish. It's amazing. So all you need is the shucked corn, jalapenos, cilantro, onion, peppers, lime juice. All the shucked corn is in a bowl. I've seasoned it with salt and pepper. So that's just up to you as far as how much. That's there. I've got jalapeno. So this is where you're gonna get your spice. And I'm just gonna give these a quick chop. It doesn't have to be anything fancy schmancy. Now, you can make this as spicy or mild as you want. I like some spice, so I've got, you know, a good amount. I'm gonna go a 1/4 cup, I'm gonna say here, of some hot jalapenos. So there will be a kick to mine. But it really is what gives it the flavor, is the truth, is the jalapeno. I mean, that's like the rock star of this. So it's really good. It's really good. You're gonna wonder why you never did this. It's basically one of those go-tos, and it's also so easy, and it holds for a long, long time. So, I mean, this will hold for a week in your fridge. So summertime, friends stop over, family, and got some corn salsa in the fridge, and all you need is a bag of chips and you're ready to go. So I'm gonna add my jalapeno. I keep things really easy on myself. Any grocery store has pre-chopped onion and a variety of veggies, so that's what I'm doing. Chopped peppers. These are not spicy. This is just red, yellow, and green pepper, but I love the color. So that's going in. Lime juice. And this is really what marinates it, is the lime juice. So I have the juice of 2 limes going into this, and it should be plenty. And then the cilantro. So again, you can go as diced or as rustic as you want. There's really no rhyme or reason as far as that goes. Cilantro, very distinct flavor. Some love, some not so much. I don't know how to not incorporate this into this dish without the same kind of vibe that I'm going with. But I mean, what's already in there is still gonna be good if you're really not a fan of cilantro. All right, so we're gonna stick that in there, and then we're just gonna mix it up. How easy is that? And it's beautiful. Who would have known this corn was just on a cob moments ago? Now you have corn salsa. Cover it with saran wrap, or if you've got one of those Pyrex dishes with a lid and you throw it in there. You can serve it up with some chips. I'd go with a cold beer on the side if you're going the chips and salsa route, and just enjoy. It'll last for a good week in the fridge. I cannot believe 4th of July is almost here, but I've got the perfect drink for your 4th of July parties. I'm calling it 4th of July Sangria. And it's obviously wine-based. With all my wine expertise, I chose cupcake wine running down the aisle at the grocery store just because of the name. That's typically how I pick my wine. Don't judge. But I got a white wine. It is chilled. What I have here for this, and I kind of picked my colors based on the 4th of July. So I've got strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. I am gonna put orange slices in as well, because I just feel like every sangria should have that. And what I'm going to do is, first off, chop the stems off the strawberries, because with sangria, people will eat the fruit. The whole thing is you make this the day ahead of time, and the fruit gets really happy and ends up having a little party. I talked to my director. He adds peach schnapps to his sangria. So I think you can be as creative as you want. If you were to make this in the fall, you might be throwing in some apples and cinnamon sticks and stuff like that to incorporate those flavors, especially with the orange. That'd be really good. But obviously we're in like full throttle summer mode here with the 4th of July coming up. So to me, this just made the most sense. So once our fruit's all chopped up, it's just a matter of throwing the fruit in your pitcher and pouring the wine on top, and then sticking it in your fridge, letting it chill. And I, again, would recommend overnight. And then you're gonna have a wonderful drink. And it looks really, really pretty too, super pretty. So I have a glass pitcher. I'm gonna start by putting my orange slices in. I try to like layer them so that they kind of go up the sides of the pitcher a little bit. And then I'm gonna throw my strawberries in there. Strawberries are in, blueberries are going next. If I don't have any blueberries overboard, I'm gonna be really impressed with my ability right now. Oh, I think I got them all in. Good. And then we've got the blackberries. I'm kind of doing the layer effect before I pour with all the blue. And now the raspberries on top for the red. You know, you could do fresh cherries in this, would be really pretty. You can buy those as well. All right, wine time. Cupcake wine, ladies and gentlemen. You can just pour that right over top of your fruit. I think I'm gonna be able to fit the whole bottle with the way this is going. The fruit will soak up your wine. Look how pretty this is. It sure is gonna take the whole bottle. And there you have it. Give it a little stirry stir without, I'm just trying to get all the fruit in there. And honestly, I probably could have used another bit of wine for this, but that's okay. You get the general idea. I'm gonna pour one of these up. I do spoon in the pitcher of sangria so that you can get some of all the fruit. Your guests can do the same, obviously, because you wanna have the combo, of course. And then we're gonna pour it in, because the spout of the pitcher will prevent all the fruit from getting in there. Look at the color on that. Who knew it was cupcake white wine now? And then I'm gonna top it with some soda water, just to give it a little fizz, and also that'll take away from some of the alcohol content. Happy 4th.